Welcome to IBN India Business News. For the last week of March 2024. IBN is a weekly business news capsule for various segments comprising business leaders, managers, researchers, scholars, business management students and teachers. IBN presents each week's important business events across various sectors in a sequential manner for convenient consumption of information. Auto sector. Italian-American automaker Stellantis has drawn criticism for laying off over 400 employees in its engineering, software, and technology divisions across the United States. The action has raised eyebrows and reignited discussions around appropriate layoff etiquette. Tesla CEO Elon Musk told employees that the company is promoting its driver assistance technology, called Full Self-Driving Capability, FSD, to increase use of the software feature as vehicle sales cool. Musk also said that drivers with FSD enabled will receive a 1-month free trial. Tesla dives into advertising after years of resistance. Tesla quietly experimented with buying ads on websites in recent years, but its online ad presence has grown significantly since that meeting, according to ad tracking companies and some tech companies that have sold Tesla ads. Aviation sector. Elon Musk's satellite network Starlink has been hoping to enter the Indian market in 2024. But it might be facing some delays in getting a license in the country due to the problems the Indian government faced during the Verizon case. Boeing declared that its CEO, Dave Calhoun, will step down from his position by the end of the year. Additionally, the head of its commercial airlines division will retire with immediate effect, while the chairman has decided not to pursue re-election. An Indigo plane hit a stationary Air India Express during taxi in Kolkata on Wednesday, following which the Directorate General of Civil Aviation off-rostered its pilots. Indigo said that it will submit an incident report to the DGCA, as per the protocol. Rebranding of Vista VIP as BIZ class in mid-March 2024, along with other changes, has helped Air India Express increase fares and revenue. The rebranding positions the class as business class, which helps increase fares. Space 2.0 is a term that refers to India's new era of space research, where private sector innovation is emerging. This era is characterized by the private sector designing, developing, and marketing space-based products, such as satellite payloads, launch vehicles, and spaceports. The Indian Space Policy 2023 aims to create a more investor-friendly environment and encourage non-government entities, NGEs, to invest in Indian space companies. Liking the video? Like and share. Core sector. Adani Green Energy plans a massive investment of 2 lakh crore rupees by 2030 to increase renewable energy capacities to 45 gigawatts. The expansion includes a major boost in Khavda, Gujarat, to 30 gigawatts from 2 gigawatts, with additional investments for 6 to 7 gigawatts beyond Khavda. Scions of the Himath family have moved a Pune court demanding partitioning of the entire wealth of the Kalyani family HUF, the original joint family of the Bharat Forge Group. The families of Bharat Forge chairman Baba N. Kalyani and his sister Sugandha Himath have been locked in a battle over shares of Hikal Limited for long. Adani family, promoters of Ambuja Cement, infused 6,661 crore rupees into the cement and building materials company under the Adani portfolio. With this, it pushed up the stock nearly 2% and increased their stake in the Ambuja Cement by 3.6% to attain 66.7% holding. Mukesh Ambani's Reliance Industries has picked up a 26% stake in a Madhya Pradesh power project of Gautam Adani, and signed a pact to use the plant's 500 megawatts of electricity for captive use. Promoters of India Cements Limited have increased their share pledge to address working capital shortages. At the end of December 2023, 45.5% of the company's shares were pledged to banks, up from 16.8% in September 2022. Missed the previous videos? Want to access all previous week's videos? Subscribe to IBN. Finance sector. 197 Communications, the parent company of fintech unicorn Paytm, has in an exchange filing on March 24 announced that Praveen Sharma, Senior Vice President, Business, formally resigned from his position on Saturday. Sharma is pursuing other opportunities in the next phase of his professional journey. BharatPe reported a 77% increase in merchant onboarding business, with the majority of this growth happening in the first 15 days after the Reserve Bank of India, RBI, restricted payments bank. The company's website traffic for onboarding inquiries rose by more than 47%, with a 76% increase in TI cities, a 63% increase in TII cities, and an 83% increase in Tier 3 cities and beyond. Avance Financial Services, a non-banking financial company, NBFC, that focuses on education, raised 1,000 crore rupees in equity funding from Mubadala Investment Company and Avendus PE Investment Advisors. The funding round was led by Mubadala, an Abu Dhabi-based investment firm, and took place via Avendus Future Leaders Fund 2. Visa, MasterCard, and the largest US credit card issuing banks have agreed to a settlement with merchants that have been suing them for nearly 2 decades over the fees they charge for swiping credit cards. In the deal, the credit card networks and banks will lower the fees that merchants pay to accept credit cards. Standard Chartered Bank sold its 7.18% stake in Central Depository Services, India, Limited for 1,266 crore rupees, or $151 million, through an open market transaction. The shares were sold at an average price of 1,688.64 rupees each, resulting in a transaction value of 1,266.48 crore rupees. Kotak Mahindra Bank's share price increased by 1% after the bank acquired Sonata Finance in March 2024 for 537 crore rupees. The acquisition made Sonata a wholly owned subsidiary of the bank. Government regulators. India registered over 1.68 lakh companies in the financial year 2024, with February being the peak month for registrations. The total paid-up capital for these companies reached 19,774 crore rupees, which is a significant increase from the previous year's 18,132.16 crore rupees. Healthcare and Pharma Sector. Dr. Reddy's Laboratories announced on March 27, 2024 that it will exclusively distribute Sanofi's vaccine brands in India, including its pediatric and adult brands. The brands include Hexaxim, Pentaxim, Tetraxim, Manactra, Fluquadri, Adacel, and Avaxim ATU. A study suggests that Novo Nordisk's diabetes drug Ozempic can be made for less than $5 per month, which is much lower than its list price of almost $1,000 in the US. The study also suggests that Ozempic could be sold for $5 per pen and still make Novo Nordisk a profit. Liking the video? Like and share. Media, entertainment. Sony Pictures Networks India secured New Zealand cricket media rights for $90 to $100 million. They will broadcast matches in India from 2024 to 2031, strengthening their sports portfolio. Amazon is poised to introduce Prime Lite, an affordable version of its Prime subscription service, in India at 799 rupees per year. The new subscription tier will offer limited Prime benefits, including access to Prime Video content with advertisements and free shipping. Don't want to miss future videos? Want to receive notification every week? Subscribe to IBN. Retail sector. Amul announced that it would launch for fresh milk variants in the US within a week, including Amul Tazaza, Amul Gold, Amul Shakti, and Amul Slim N Trim. The milk will be available in 1 gallon, 3.8 liters, and half a gallon, 1.9 liters, packs. Specialty coffee and cocoa startup Subco Coffee Roasters said it has received $10 million in a funding round from Zerodha's Nikhil Kamath and others. Subco offers caffeinated drinks along with baked bread pastries and coffee roasters. Myntra has reported EBITDA positivity since the last quarter of 2023. This is due to a number of factors, including rising user base, brand tie-ups, strong market position. Alibaba Group Holding Limited is calling off an initial public offering for its Sanyao logistics arm, shelving a much-anticipated debut that could have raised more than $1 billion. Zomato's decision to launch a pure veg fleet was based on a survey of over 1,600 people, with 72% voting in favor of veg-only deliveries. Goyal said he was surprised by the backlash, with 80% of reactions to the launch being positive and 20% being negative. Apollo Pipes Limited, part of the APL Apollo Group, acquired acquired a 53.57% majority stake in Kisan Mouldings Limited for 118.40 crore rupees, aiming to bolster its position in the PVC pipes and fittings sector. Large retailers are moving to religious destinations in India due to better infrastructure and increased tourism, creating new opportunities for offline retailers. The report credited the expansion of retailers into religious destinations to the enhanced infrastructure like improved highways, upgraded railway stations, and new airports. Liking the video? Like and share. Startup sector. Adam Neumann, the former chief executive and co-founder of WeWork, recently submitted an offer to buy the bankrupt co-working company for more than $500 million. It wasn't immediately clear how Neumann would finance the acquisition, the people familiar with the matter said. The National Company Law Tribunal refused to stay the extraordinary general meeting called by Byju's on March 29 to increase the authorized share capital required to enable its $200 million rights issue, granting some reprieve to the troubled edtech startup. Securing a majority vote to increase authorized share capital means Byju's can issue fresh shares to new investors, helping it to raise $200 million through a rights issue at a 99% cut from its peak valuation of $22 billion achieved in 2022, which has been a subject of intense scrutiny and legal battles. Zomato has received an order for FY 2018-19 pursuant to the audit of GST returns and accounts by the Assistant Commissioner of Commercial Taxes, Audit, Karnataka, raising demand of GST of 11.27 crore rupee, along with applicable interest and penalty totaling to 23.26 crore rupees. Missed the previous videos? Want to access all previous week's videos? Subscribe to IBN. Tech sector. Antitrust regulators in the EU and US are cracking down on big tech for alleged anti-competitive practices, potentially leading to breakup orders for Apple and Google. This could inspire similar actions globally, with concerns over monopolistic ecosystems and lack of competition in tech industry. Ericsson announced that it will lay off about 1,200 employees in Sweden as demand for 5G network equipment slowed down. The cuts are part of the Swedish telecom giant's cost-saving plan for 2024. Carlyle Group, a US investment firm, considered an initial public offering for Hexaware Technologies Limited, an Indian information technology firm, that could raise up to $1 billion. The company is likely to be valued at $4 billion, and the IPO could be listed this year or next. Pavan Devolui assumed the position of Corporate Vice President for Silicon and Systems Integration and was in charge of managing the Windows optimization for ARM-based devices project. Devolui, previously overseeing Microsoft's hardware endeavors, will now take the helm of Windows engineering as well. A group of aggrieved American employees have alleged that TCS fired them from the company to enroll workers from India on H-1B visas. The American professionals accused TCS of illegally discriminating against them based on race and age. Infosys, in a stock exchange filing, informed that it has reaped a windfall gain of 6,329 crore rupees from income tax refund orders covering 11 assessment years. The company confirmed that it received these refunds during the fourth quarter of the financial year 2023-24. Telecom sector. Canada-based telecom giant Bell has laid off over 400 workers in brief virtual group meetings, the union representing the employees Unifor said, condemning the move, beyond shameful, disgusting. The workers' union said the telecom giant declared the sacked employees as surplus in brief 10-minute virtual group meetings. Lava, an Indian mobile phone brand, announced plans to list on Indian stock exchanges to raise 500 crore rupees. The company has started talks with various investment banks for the public offering. Zee Entertainment Enterprises announced that it would reduce the number of staff at its Bengaluru-based Technology and Innovation Center by 50% and cut expenses by half. The new team will focus on providing technology solutions to improve content creation, distribution, and monetization. Don't want to miss future videos? Wanna receive notification every week? Subscribe to IBN. See you next week. Till then, stay curious. Stay informed.